Hey, I'm out here skating my box. I'm warmed up. I've actually been skating pretty good. I landed basically every trick that I've ever done on my box. I'll have the clips in here right now. What I want to do is try to learn a new trick that I've never done. Most of these I've never even tried, just to try to make some progress. I tried to think of 5 tricks that I think I have a reasonable chance at landing, and I'm going to give each of them 5 attempts, and then whatever is feeling best out of those 5 tricks, I'm going to give it a bunch more attempts. The 5 tricks I'm going to try is backside 50-50. I've only ever tried this on a curb, didn't work out. There's something about like locking into it that just feels weird to me. The front 5-0, front 180 out. I just recently learned front 5-0s, but I got the 50-50 front 180 very good, so maybe it's worth trying to see if I can get a 180 out of it. Fakie no slide. I tried this for the first time yesterday, and I got a few okay attempts, so we'll see what happens. Fakie 50-50, front side cab out. I know this sounds weird, but I have a front 180 to switch 50-50 to the front cab out. So I think that I'm going to try that. I'm also going to just try the Fakie 50 without the front cab out. But adjusting your weight back to switch to pop out of that seems harder to me than actually just doing the front cab out. So I'm going to try it both ways, but I feel like the front cab out is going to make more sense. So those are 5 tricks I'm going to try. Let's do it. all 5 of those tricks. As expected, the back 50-50, I had trouble locking into that. Front 5-0 180 out, I was having a lot of trouble actually getting into the front 5-0 because I was thinking too much about the 180 out. It was just way too awkward for me to figure out how to be, you know, balancing back on that 5-0 and then switch to the front 180. I think it's something that I could do, but it's something that's not gonna come naturally for me. Fakie nose slide, I locked into 2 of them and actually got a nice slide. Wasn't expecting it at all. It felt pretty nice, but I was messed up on my timing. I was ollieing too far away from the ledge. The Fakie 50-50, I tried it yesterday maybe like 20-25 times, and I just could not figure out how to get out of it. I would lock in and ride and then just like dip off the end because my weight was shifted to the front. Knowing that today, I super emphasized trying to, once I locked in, lean back, and it ended up working on like my 3rd try. It was super ugly, super floppy, but I rolled away. I'm taking it. Oh! I ended up getting another one like 5 attempts later. 2 makes on the Fakie 50-50. Never done that before, never even tried it before yesterday. And that's something that I just have to keep working on, you know, on a curb, on this, just get more comfortable with that because it just is really awkward for me. If you have your Fakie ollies, you have your front 50-50s unlocked, totally would recommend the Fakie 50-50. And kind of the cool thing that I really like about this is I can't get a back 50-50. So if there's some obstacle that I can only approach backside, I now have something that I can do backside besides just the back nose slide. So super stoked about that. The last trick that I said that I was going to do was the Fakie 50-50 front cab out. That was the trick that I actually went into today thinking that I had the highest likelihood of landing. Felt like the front cab out would actually be more natural to me to get out of the Fakie 50-50. Surprisingly, that one actually took me more attempts, but I ended up landing that like 3 times as well. I think only one of them I actually got like a little bit of pop out of it, but stoked about that too. Because those worked out relatively quick and easy, I actually tried another trick, the Fakie 50-50 to Fakie front shove out, and I got that a few times as well, so super stoked about that. Another new trick that I got. And even because I got that, I actually tried the Fakie 50-50 to Fakie front big spin out. I stuck one of them but didn't roll away. Totally recommend trying Fakie 50-50s, a lot easier than I expected. I thought that I would have a 0% chance of doing this trick before I actually tried it because I can't Fakie ollie up or down a curb. It's just super awkward for me. For whatever reason, this makes more sense to me. Let me know if you want any tips on how I approach the trick, but really all I did was just come up to the box at a very, 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 very slight angle, and the ollie to the lock-in, I don't know, it just made sense. The closer I was to the box, actually the better, because you just lock into it nicely. I don't know why it makes sense, but it does.